Today we're gonna cook a Costco pork butt on the Primo smoker. This is what I do. I always start it off with some kosher salt. I salt it up more than I'd want salt on it because that just makes it taste good, even though it's probably not good for you. But just remember that the inside isn't gonna have salt flakes on it, so you wanna get enough so that later on you taste the salt everywhere. So I'm gonna flip that over, salt the other side, and then we're gonna season it with our favorite rub. Once you've fully salted it, you're gonna wanna add more salt. So what I'm gonna use is this butt rub that I got from Costco, and we're just gonna put that all over it. We're gonna make sure that it is, you know, the color of this. We'll show you. Here we go. It is thoroughly seasoned. You see the salt, you see the rub, and it's all around. So we're gonna let that sit while we get the barbecue started. Let's go do that. We're also gonna make up a second one while you're not watching. The first thing we gotta do is prep this. And so we gotta pull all this out because this could be a long one, you never know. 2 pork butts that are pretty big could be like 10 hours. So let's get all the dust down to the bottom. We'll pull this stuff out, put it in a bag, and then put it back in when we're done. While I was in there, I just pulled out the whole thing because look, there's still stuff around the outside. And it looks like I've cracked, my inner has cracked more than it used to be. It had like a little hairline, and now it has fully made itself 2 pieces, but it still works fine. We'll see if Primo wants to give us a new one. Once you got it back together, throw in your little pieces, and we're gonna build up a fire here. We're gonna use up our old coals that we had down here. We saved them in a bag. Just gonna dump them in. And then we'll go grab a bag of new ones. Today we're gonna smoke with Australian pine because we got our neighbors right there, and we just chop off branches when we need them. It cuts down on the smoking bill. Today I'm using these because they were on sale at Publix. I just put one in there, lit it, and now we're gonna cover it up with some coal, and we're gonna get this going. We might have to throw a little more on top once it gets going. We're gonna spread it out because this has got to smoke for a while. And then I gotta grab some wood. The fire's been going for about 10 minutes. Not quite ready yet. We're gonna wait until it's going nicely before we put the top on. Okay, I think we got a good fire going there. You see how there's some white there? Got some heat. We're gonna mix it up a little so we can fit this stuff in there and then get going. Once you got enough room, throw some deflectors on there. It's not quite there, but it will go down eventually. We'll let this warm up for a little bit. The next thing I'm gonna do is add a pan of water. I feel that it helps keep everything from burning in the tray, and so when the fat drips in, it makes it into a deliciousness. You don't want to get the heat too hot, otherwise you burn the stuff in the tray and then you can't use it. But what I like to do is take one butt, put that in there at about 4 hours, and then wrap the other one, and then pull them all and mix them all together and put it in there. You'll see. It's been about 20 minutes, and it's smoking nicely. It's nice and cool. We got these guys sitting here ready to go on. Now, I don't like to make them touch each other, but these two are pretty big. So, let's see here. I'm gonna put the fat down so it just drips right into the tray. I have more. I could do a third one in there maybe. But I like it to drip into the tray there. Now, when you're touching things, then it doesn't get the smoke. So you want to kind of just scoot them a little bit apart, but dripping in the tray. So we're going to do that. We need the thermometer. Today we're using a meter plus. I'm going to go with the big guy over here. Actually, yeah, we're just going to put it right there. We're really not going to do anything. We're just going to use that in place. I don't flip them or do anything to them. I really just close the top and then I peek through here every once in a while. But it'll be a few hours. I'll also be watching the temperature. So when the temperature gets to about 200, then I'll close this up to about here and let it go up to 250 at the most. But until then. Okay, so we got it going. It's heating up right now. It's been 3 hours and we're just gonna take a peek, even though you shouldn't really ever take a peek in here. We're gonna do it because I wanna show you after 3 hours what it's looking like. This is probably edible over here. Not quite. There we go. It's good. We'll come back in an hour. Just check, make sure that you got some juice in there. It's rolling off into the thing. And it's gonna be nice. We're gonna wrap these in an hour. It's been 4.5 hours and we're right at about the stall. It's about 169 degrees internal temperature on these. These little ends are done. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this guy off, let him sit there. We're gonna wrap him up. This other guy, we're gonna put into this pan down here. So I'm gonna bring the pan up and put this into there and then wrap the top. Pulled this one out and dropped it into the thing. We're gonna wrap it with some tin foil and finish it off like that. This is how we're gonna go for the rest of the way. We'll just pull it out when it's ready, and then we're gonna combine the two into the saucy one. And after 8 hours, this is what it looks like. It went up to 203 degrees and we let it rest for an hour or two. Now we're gonna put it together. We're gonna try and fit as much as we can of the stuff into these two. And we're gonna see how soft it is. Let's see. That goes in pretty good. And this is how the wrapped one looks. You see we got some juice in here too, so that's good. We're gonna dump it out of here and put each one into its own little basket here. So the plan is to pick this up, but let's see. It's looking pretty soft. I think it's gonna fall apart. As suspected, it didn't pick up very well. So before we break this guy up, we're gonna steal some of its sauce here. Move it over to this one. Okay, this one's ready to break up. Let's see how it does. Oh yeah, that came right apart. See, we're just grabbing it. It's coming apart. Deliciousness. I tried a little bit of both and they were both perfectly delicious. So now we're gonna wrap these in tin foil and we're gonna serve them on Wednesday and Thursday.